Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I've got a new space for you now that I'm back in Burlington, Vermont for the summer season. Um, Let me just add a little bit more height here. Thank you for your patience. So we're lucky to have this beautiful yellow sunny room. Any questions before we start? You can hit me up in the comment chat section. This light is beautiful, but maybe it'll help if I darken it a bit. Yay! All right. Thank you for joining me. We're going to start seated. And once again, just giving yourself thanks for making the time today for yourself. And I've been in a course. I'm taking a course right now online, and just going to integrate some of the things I've been learning in that for this class this morning. So seeing if any of this resonates with you, and maybe they can be new tools for you or someone that you know during this time, as this is a challenging time right now. So let me just fix one more thing. I think that might be best. We will see. Okay. All right, so we'll start seated, morning Hatha. And let's just take a moment to either float the eyes closed or keep them open and just gently rock yourself. Rocking lends a really soothing sensation and helps us to ground. So a gentle rocking motion can be super helpful anytime. You might even notice you spontaneously do this in your own body when you're just trying to find settling and regulation. So always in my morning classes, we want to lift the heavy energy and clear it, find clarity, calm, and steadiness. So that's my goal with you this morning. Always listening to yourself as we practice. It's always your practice. Just listening to what's coming up, signals in the body, sensations without judging them. And then we'll take a moment after some rocking, and you can open your eyes if you wish. And you can close them again, just kind of noticing what that felt like to come in and then again come out. So feeling that we need our eyes, of course, but when we need to calm, sometimes it's nice to float the eyes closed and look inward, look inside, feel the connections inward. So eventually, after a little bit of rocking, we find stillness in the center. And as we've contained ourselves a little bit, right, depending on our home experience right now and what's going on in our personal environments to set up the space for practice, we can contain a personal container and work on a personal container inward with some light squeezes here. So let's take this might work for you. This is a nice thing to kind of do to just settle and feel your container of your body. So we'll bring the hands to the outer forearms and just walk your way in, squeeze, 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 squeeze up to the shoulders. Do this a few times up and down the arms. Now, I invite you to float your eyes closed as you do this, but you don't have to. Feeling the container of your body. Note the compression and the feeling of being held and contained in this moment and setting up the tone for the practice. You may get distracted during the practice. You may have children or animals around you, and that's okay. We are doing our best at our home practices right now, and it's all good. So just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then we'll bring the hands to the knees or thighs, letting that practice go for a moment. Notice what feels settling to you right now. Take a moment to notice and scan what feels solid right now. Maybe it's the way you're connecting with the floor. Maybe your back is up against something. Maybe it's a feeling inside. Looking and feeling, searching for Solidity. What feels solid right now? Maybe nothing, but we can feel and connect to that. Maybe it's the way your hands are pressing against your knees and your knees are pressing against your hands. I invite you to try that also. Pressing knees to hands, hands to knees with about 1 pound of pressure. And maybe this could feel solid. Does this feel solid in the body? Did you notice that you took a spontaneous deep breath? What else have you noticed with searching for solidity? Take another moment to truly connect to that solidity within you or the way that you are connecting against something. We'll join the palms together in front of the heart. Anjali Mudra. Bowing the head. And may our efforts here together this morning be of benefit to all beings everywhere. Let's take a deep breath in and then let it go. Feel the breath adjust. Again, internal gaze, noticing the natural rise and fall of the inhale and the exhale. Starting to come into the breath body, feeling the breath through the container of the body. Noticing its rhythm, its pace. And we'll just do a light little tapping to just wake up some nerves. We'll bring the fingertips to this crown of the head, and we're just going to tap at the center part here, the crown. Just tap, 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 tap. Light taps. And just again connecting to the sensation. Then we'll come to the forehead, brow line. Again, feel into sensation. If you're new to this, just keeping an openness about it. Tapping the temples lightly. And then coming down to the cheekbones. Gently separate the rows of teeth. Getting right into that hinge of the jaw. And then taps underneath the eye socket here. The bone there is very sensitive, so you're going to notice that right away. And then right at the upper part of the lip, underneath the nose, tap, 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 tap. And underneath the bottom lip, in that little divot there where your chin is, tap, tap, tap. If you like, we'll go through it one more time. Again, connect, feel the vibrancy, your energy, the subtleties present. Come down, forehead. There's a lot of science behind tapping. Maybe I'll post an article and attach a link if I can do that to this YouTube video resources. Hinge of jaw, remember that upper lip area above the upper lip and under the nose, and then let's do it underneath the bottom lip above the chin. And just give your ears a little, little pressure. Lots of nerves in the ears and the earlobes. Let's take a deep breath in. As you do, shrug the shoulders up, deep breath out. Lower the shoulders down, deep breath in, lift, release. One more inhale. Exhale. Bring the left hand down, right arm up and over. So without lifting that right hip, press into that right hip as you breathe up and over. Feel that nice reach. Maybe look under the right underarm. Feel your grounded effort still. Feel into that solid place again. Draw the belly gently back, breathing into right side body. Feel as though your body is an accordion being played by your breath. Solid ground, pressing into earth as you breathe in. Starting nice and slow and gentle this morning. This will take us further throughout our day with clarity instead of rushing. Inhale up before we build heat. So we want to open little nooks and crannies with our breath and also just become even more aware and attuned to our breath. So as we press down, breathe into that left side. Maybe the gaze rolls up. Feel your inhale all the way from beginning to end. And feel your exhale all the way beginning to end. On your next inhalation, we rise up nice and tall. Let's take one more to each side. Lateral positions really wake us up. They're like little espresso shots, I always like to say. Think of an imaginary wall behind you that you're gently breathing into, and you'll feel solidity behind you, possibly, or begin to cultivate it. Inhale, rising up tall, exhaling over. Take the time to feel literally your breath moving in through the side ribs and spacious opening. Now, as you're rooting into your roots, notice if you are gripping your groin, your buttocks, or your thighs, and where can you soften that grip. Soften, and my Rhode Island just came out. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come together. Inhale, open the arms wide. Roll your pelvis forward. Lift the pubic bone up towards the navel. Feel a little more supported in your low back as you do this. Exhale, round and hollow. Good. Inhale, open. Spacious breath. Exhale. Literally imagine yourself flapping your wings, but your feet are on the ground, right? There's that solid base. Inhale, expansive energy. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, solid roots. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. This time interlace. Reach the knuckles forward. Lift the back of the skull up. Soften your shoulders. Breathe into between the shoulder blades. Then inhale, lift the arms high, reach the palms up, draw the belly back, take a little side bend to your right. Notice again, if you're gripping in your lower half, let the earth receive your weight. Welcome the breath into the body. Inhale, back up tall, exhale over. Notice if you're jutting your head forward, bring your skull back. Thank you so much for joining, friends, near and far. It's amazing to feel that connection. Inhale up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, lower your arms down. Fingertips tent and steeple, right? So we want to place our fingertips off the sides of the hips. It's very important that we claim our roots and our position here and now. So from here, push into the fingertips. Again, about 1 to 2 pounds of pressure max. As you do, lift the crown, draw the belly back gently, and notice if you're gripping in the lower half. Push down as you invite the breath in. Notice the strong pillar of light through your center. Smooth exhale, guiding the breath out. Push down into your sitting bones, fingertips, invite the breath in. Up. Smooth exhale, let the breath out smoothly, consciously. We're going to take one more. Inhale. Exhale. Try not to slump and collapse as you exhale. Keep that strength in your center. Strength meaning a stacked, clear spine. Then from here, we'll make our way into a tabletop position. So you can come up off of your support and make your way into a tabletop. Again, thank you all for joining me near and far. It's awesome to see you, even though I can't really see you, but because it's not Zoom, but still, you get what I mean. Awesome to have you. So let's come to table and just take a moment here to fix something. Okay, there we go. Maybe you can see me better now. All right, so we're in our tabletop. Let's just take a moment to rock forward and back. So as you rock forward, push the earth away. Feel a nice Release here. Exhale, shift back. Really pressing into your palms, really grounding into your fingertips, right? Feeling that the edge is present. Inhale forward. Now we want to keep a slight half cat formation as we're doing this. So keep flexion to the spine, a gentle rounding. And just like we did before, let's come back to center. Head hangs heavy, rounding slightly. Rock right, rock left. Now try not to bend your elbows and collapse and let your shoulder blades come in. Push the floor away as you rock and feel that connection. And then we'll begin to circle the hips. Pressing the floor away, arms are straight. And notice what you're coming into the practice this morning with. Each day different, none the same. What's present here and now, circling around. Push the ground away so we don't sink in the shoulder blades. Reverse opposite direction, circling. And we're going to find our way in the center eventually. Once we get here, lean slightly forward, curl the pubic bone up to the navel, and then bend your elbows, let them skim the side body, shoulders roll back, coming down to the mat. Pressing into the pubis, let the forehead hover. So you'll notice when your forehead hovers, the back of the neck is long. Pressing into the tops of your feet, your thighs, your pubic bone. I'd say about like 5 pounds of pressure. We need a lot more there because the bones are bigger. So press down and notice how that lends a buoyancy to your chest. Very light weight in your hands, but isometrically hug your hands down and back towards the hips. Then just peel the heart and gaze forward and up slightly. Keep your roots heavy. Breathing 3 breaths. Inhale, feeling a little bit of a spacious lift. Exhale, we soften a little bit. Let's take one more. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen as you lower. Hover the forehead. And then press into your pubic bone. Lift your legs. Reach through the toes. Squeeze the inner thighs together. I want you to feel that line of energy that's strong, that's grounded and centered, contained in this space. Remember, if there's any kinks in your back, you might be lifting a little too high. Hug the elbows in, hug the palms down and back, lift from the inner thighs, inner calves. Then inhale, add the upper half, add your arms, sweep them back. Or T, or in front of you, it's up to you. 3 breaths here. We wanna hug the limbs towards each other, like magnets towards the spine. Good. One more breath here. This time we're gonna reach the arms forward, keep pressing your pubis down, and exhale, place the hands, tuck the toes, sit it up, press up to table and hold. You're gonna feel your back a little bit more awake right now. So from here, pushing the floor away, tuck your toes under, hover your knees. Squeeze the armpits towards each other, rock forward and back, find the middle. Find the core holding you. And then press it back, downward dog. Maybe walk your feet back a little bit. Right, little bend to knees, little bend to elbows. And then pedal out your feet. And just know that your practice is never wasted. You're here, you're trying your best, and you're coming back home into the body and what we're working with this morning, right? Every day different, none the same. Feeling your edges, come back to the breath. When we notice ourselves shifting away, notice what brings you back. Notice what brings you back. On our next inhale, let's glide forward, plank, ride the breath forward. Now, we don't want the butt to stick in the air. Lengthen that tail down, push the floor away, and lift your ribs up. Lift the skull up as well. Hold here. We're just going to press the heels back. Press, press. Don't lose your stability. No little bend to elbows. Push, push, push. Floor away. Arms are relatively straight. Center palms pressing. Feel those legs engaged. Your inner core is working. Pause here, hold, and then lower the left shin. Pivot and turn on the right ball mount. Ground the sole, right arm high. So we push the earth away. Feel a long line. If you have trouble balancing here, just take your left foot, sweep it to the left. Turn the right palm forward, reach the arm overhead, breathing into that rainbow arc. To get the most out of this, we need to push into the sole of the right foot fully as we breathe in. So as we press, we breathe and we feel there's a balance, a stability with that, rather than just wildly breathing. Guide your breath. Optional here, maybe raise the right leg. Optional here, maybe right knee bends, hand takes the foot, guide the heel in, roll the shoulder back, reach the kneecap towards the back of your mat. And as you do that, press your pubic bone forward as your skull moves back. Ooh. Breathing into the top line of that right thigh. Wherever you are, one more breath. And then slowly release, coming back to your plank, right? So from here, we find our plank and we press. Press, little press. So we're gently rocking. Mostly, I just want you to feel this in and around your ribs in the center of your core. 3 more, 3. And last one, we lower right shin, pivot, turn on that left sole now. Ground the whole sole, left arm high. Right, push into that left foot as you reach up. And then you can turn the left palm forward, reach the arm overhead. Now, as you breathe in, push the ground away. Breathe into that left side body. Optional, you can lift your left leg. You can also sweep your right leg a little wider if that's helpful for you. And then from here, left knee bends, left hand can take the foot. Guide the heel into the glute, open the chest, press the pubic bone forward. 3 more breaths here, long through the neck. Breathing into sensation. Inhale. And exhale, slow release, coming back to your table, or rather plank. Hold here. Press again. Press, 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 press. And then we're going to circle along the ball mounds. Keep those ribs lifting as if I were to come around and wrap my arms around you. I'd lift them up. Tail pointing towards the heels. Woo! Who's warming up? All right. Reverse. Pause and hold. Breathe in. Push the earth away. Breathe up into your back. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Take a breath here. Neck long. Press pubis down. Inhale. Lift the legs. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Peel the upper body up. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Add the arms. Maybe clasp and interlace. Maybe not. Reach the knuckles back. Neck long. 3 breaths. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Place the hands, press back through to tabletop. From here, tuck toes. Wrap armpits towards each other. Hovering table to downward facing dog. Reach the hips high, the head heavy, and then you can pedal out the feet as well. Find that center place again as you push the ground away and allow the breath to fill you up. Inhale, lifting high. Exhale, we soften our hard edges. We'll step the right foot forward between the hands, fingertips under the shoulders. So breathe the heart forward here. Give the inner thighs a little hug. And on your exhale, lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. You're going to take a deep breath in here. Exhale, bow the head and hold. Staying close to the sensation, note when you wish to leave it and note what brings you back. Little hug of inner thighs, bowing the head, softening the shoulders and neck. And then we inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, plant the palms, tuck the back toes, step it back, downward dog. Step the left foot forward between the hands. High lunge, take a deep breath in here, expand. On your exhale, lower the back knee and untuck the back toes. Breathe the heart forward here, right? So lift the heart, give the inner thighs a little hug. Exhale, bow the head and hold. Soften the neck and shoulders. Again, returning to breath. And then on your next inhalation, lift your gaze, plant the palms, step it back, downward dog. Whew. Hold here. Equal weight in both hands. Inhale the right leg high. Now from here, open and stack your hip. Look under the right underarm. Wrap the right armpit towards the heart. Press through that right heel. Flex the ankle. Draw the belly in. One more here. Breathe in. Exhale, downward dog. Second side, ground down first, then lift, open, stack. Look under the left underarm. Flex that left ankle. Wrap the left armpit in. Feel that hug to the central line. Soften your forehead, your skull. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe your heart forward. Draw the tail long. Exhale, fold into that open space. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway, heart forward, tail back. Again, imagine I'm coming around. I'm going to lift your ribs up a bit. Exhale, fold. Whew. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, let's fold and hold. Maybe take opposite elbows. And always know that you can take your feet as wide as you'd like, and you can bend your knees as much as you need. That's important, especially for this first forward fold. You can also rock in your feet. Most importantly, I want you to try to feel for if you are really holding your neck up in your head and let it go. Instead, feel the pressure of your belly against your thighs, supporting this gesture. And as the belly is against the thighs and you welcome a breath in, you'll notice your back expands. Few more here. Whew. We unwind. Inhale halfway, fingertips to the mat or shins. Exhale, fold into that open space. Root down evenly into the four corners of your feet, and on your inhale, we rise to standing. Sweep the arms around and up, rotate the pelvis. Exhale, hands through to heart center. To Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway inhale. Exhale, fold. I noticed there on YouTube, my head is cut off. Sorry about that. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands through to the heart. It's a new space today, so for a little while, so we'll work on that. Tadasana. Inhale, the arms high. Press into your earth element, right? Feel your legs, curl the pubic bone up. Exhale, we fold into the open space like there's a ballet bar at the hips that we're folding over. Halfway inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing all the way up. Exhale, hands through to your heart. Let's add on this next round here. Inhale, the arms high. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway inhale. Exhale, let's step the left foot way back. Fingertips under the shoulders. When we do that and we deepen our lunge, feel your heart reaching toward the front of your mat, simultaneously pressing your left heel back behind you. Take a breath in here, expand, and then exhale, hold. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, the right arm high, easy twist. Give the inner thighs a little hug, deepen the lunge, light weight in your left fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat, and then lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. From here, we breathe in, root down, sweep the arms around and up. Anjaneyasana, holding here. So again, it's as if I'm coming around, I'm going to give your ribs a hug and lift you in and up, but we need the support of the pelvic rotation to assist in that. So instead of slamming the pelvis forward, work from here, right? And notice there's more space to breathe. Allow the breath in. As you breathe in, feel a downward moving energy that's grounding you possibly. Let your hard edges soften as you exhale. One more. And exhale, we plant the palms, step it back, downward dog. Feel the length in your spine. We use that length and keep it. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Press pubic bone down, belly down, lift heart. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, sit back, lift, downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. And then we inhale the right leg high. Smooth glide forward. Take a big step with the right foot. Breathe in, get nice and long here. Hold, exhale, let your edges soften a bit and expand a little deeper. Hands float. Inhale, root down, use your core and the pelvic rotation to rise into your crescent pose and hold here. Same thing, I'm coming around, I'm giving you a little hug around the ribs and drawing them in. And then from here, curl the pubic bone up, work from that rotation, bend that back knee if that's really intense. 2 more breaths. If it's helpful, you can make a little Charlie's Angels gesture, Kali Mudra, and reach your arms up, soften the armpits. Breathe, feel length, support, stability. Cultivating more of that. Inhale. On your exhale, we slowly fold forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to standing Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti to Tadasana. Take a breath here. Notice the vibrancy, stability. Inhale, the arms high. Notice what is solid right now as you reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway inhale, exhale, step the right foot way back. So we're in that high lunge again, fingertips under shoulders. Now here, breathe the heart forward. Feel it reach forward as you plug through back heel. Exhale, we hold and notice something soften. Right fingertips come slightly forward of the shoulder. Inhale the left arm high. Few breaths here. And we don't need to crank that arm up where we move our hips. Keep your hips nice and level. Give your inner thighs a little squeeze. Right? Whew, getting warm. Inhale, exhale, left hand to the mat, square back. Exhale, lower that right knee. Untuck the back toes, rise up with your inhale and hold here. And again, you can always choose this gesture if you'd like in the arms and hands. Sometimes that can offer a connection. Some days I'm really needing that rather than my hands separated. It feels to stabilize the shoulders a bit more. And again, imagine I'm giving your ribs a little hug back. Lean the skull back. Soften your throat. 2 more. Inhale here. Exhale, we release. Plant the palms. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, plank, ride the breath forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga, knees, chest, chin if you wish. Cobra, inhale. Push pubis down, lift heart. Legs are solid. Feel for what's solid for a moment. And then tuck toes, sit back, lift, downward dog. Take a breath or two here. Feel the nourishment of your breathing. One more. Left leg high. From here, we take a smooth glide forward. Bring the knee in. Place the foot high lunge. Heart forward. Inhale here. Solid roots. Make sure your feet are wide, like you're on a narrow train track, like Emily says. Emily Garrett. Fingertips hover. Deep breath in. And then ground down. Sweep up. Again, we're moving from here to come up. Bend the back knee if there's a lock there. And then let that give you space to feel that flexor opening a bit. Little hug of inner thighs. Gaze straight ahead. If it's helpful, coming back to that mudra is totally fine and a good thing. And as we're here, we can drop in and feel. Feeling our edges. Notice a little bit more heat. Notice for what feels solid here. Inhale. Exhale, we fold forward, step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Rise to standing, inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms high, lift the heart, exhale. Hands to heart center. We'll take our feet wide to the long edge of the mat. And then from here, we're all going to be a little bit different. So we'll see what happens here. So making sure you have enough space off to the sides of you, and make sure your feet are roughly wider than hip width apart. It's important. I really like doing this sweeping after we've done a lot of symmetrical work or linear work. Let's now weave through the thoracic spine, little bend to knees. And we're just giving ourselves a little clunk, a little clunk. Ha! There's no need to fling or force the body here, right? We can just feel the gentle rotation. Slow that down, settle back into your center here. And then from here, we'll reach the arms high, make two light fists with a floppy wrist. And we're going to bring our same side hand down to the same side thigh. So a little march and a little clunk. Letting go of any excess stuck emotional, mental energy we may be having in our systems. Every day is an opportunity to cleanse and clear, to cultivate space for a new opportunity. Then we'll go across. Now we cross that midline, little diagonal. Knee comes up, clunk, clunk, clunk. And then up and down the legs. Feeling vibration, sensation. And then we'll go up one arm, around that armpit. You can bend that elbow and come down those front ribs, tap, tap, tap. And then little taps at the sternum. You can also enjoy that like this. Under the clavicle. Good, on the opposite side. Going around that armpit, same thing here. You can bend that elbow and go up and down the sides. And then our favorite, right? We're going to shake it out a little bit. Make sure you get a little bit of room here. This is very invigorating, so go at your own pace, right? We're going to start slow. Make sure your feet are planted. Little bend to those knees. Give yourself a little wiggle. And then feet are anchored. We're going to inhale up, cross at the forearms at the top. And on your way back, we sweep wide through the fingers, like we're kind of like getting rid of it, flicking water off the fingertips, right? So any of that excess is right? So we come up, let's get into a rhythm. We're hinging at the hips, our weight is back in our heels and deep in that hip crease, right? You're gonna gain some momentum here, and we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna add a ha, 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 ha. Two more, ha, ha. Inhale up, hook your thumbs like a butterfly shadow, reach the arms up, curl the pubic bone up, hold here. Ooh, feel your body settle. Notice a very uplifting effect, so keep your feet anchored. Notice for what's solid beneath you. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump, and take a vinyasa back. Anyway, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's hold here for 3 breaths. Searching and looking for what is solid in the body and your connection to the floor. We'll step the right foot forward between the hands. Breathe the heart forward here. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Plug into your legs and feet. Hips level like I'm squeezing them on the outer sides. Inhale up. Exhale, crescent pose. Holding here. Right, we take a breath in. On our exhale, draw the belly back. Open the arms to a T. Sink a little lower. Deep breath in. Expanding center to periphery. And on your exhale, we twist from the navel, not the hips, as far as we can go to the right. Maybe the head rolls also with us. Now we don't want the hips to move, so think again of the pubic bone curling upward, and as if I'm hugging your hips towards the center. Draw the shoulder blades gently together and down the back. Inhale, the arms high, rotate back through center. Exhale, Viratu. Gaze over that right middle finger roughly. From here, right palm turns up, reach slightly forward, then reverse your warrior. Feeling for what is solid. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, lateral side angle, forearm inside, outside, forearm to thigh, or maybe your hand is at a block. Just remember, it's 80% legs. Maybe the gaze rolls up. And again, as you're plugging into your left heel, curl the pubic bone up. Lean the skull back. Like a big guitar stroke, swoop down, around, and up. When you come up, triangle. We press out of the lunge. Reach the arm high. Maybe the right arm wraps around the front of the waist. Maybe the left arm extends. I say maybe as a choice. Maybe pushing yourself a little bit, and you can always unwind at any time. Rise, inhale, lunge into that lead leg, Viratu. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, Viratu, and then windmill. Find your way to the mat here. Step it back, plank, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Exhale. Hold here. Let that take root. Left foot steps forward between the hands. Breathe the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, sweep arms back. We got to plug into those legs. Inhale, rising. Crescent. Little bend maybe to back knee, curling pubic bone up. Right? And then from here, open the arms to a T position. Inhale. Exhale, drop in a little deeper. Hug inner thighs to feel the stability here. Again, searching and looking for what is solid. Inhale, exhale, twisting to the left. We only get what we get, so don't try not to overdo it. That's how we're designed, so we don't want to push that. We also don't want to lean forward. Again, lean into that imaginary wall. Breathing, good. Inhale, the arms high, rotate back through center. Exhale, Viratu. Gaze over that left middle finger roughly. Finding solid center. Left palm up, reach forward, inhale. Reverse exhale. Melting into the pose, but keeping your roots, right? Feeling for what's solid again, searching. Coming back to breath. Inhale, Viratu. Pause. Exhale, lateral side angle. Remember your positioning of your arm here. Right arm can extend. Breathing with intent. So as you press into your roots, we invite the breath in and up. Scoop the right arm down, forward, up, like a big clock hand or a guitar stroke. As it comes up, press out of the lunge. Trikonasana. Maybe left arm wraps around the waist. Maybe the right arm extends overhead. Breathe. We possess an ability to regulate our systems by breathing. So breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lunging, rising. Inhale, Viratu. Exhale, reversed. Inhale into that open space. Exhale, we windmill, plant palms, step it back. Chaturanga, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, back. 3 deep, even breaths. And then we'll lower to the knees. Sit on the heels for a moment. And take a pause. Close your eyes. Bow the head. Okay. And we're going to just take a moment here. Press the hands into the thighs or knees, depending on how you're sitting. And feel for what is solid here. Note the energy that you have cultivated. Feeling the energy settling. Maybe a brightness. We're going to gently come into a seated twist series. So you can come up off of your support, or rather come up onto a support if you have a rolled up blanket or towel or a yoga bolster. I'd recommend that for this series here. So we extend the legs, little bend to knees, fingertips tend to steeple off the sides of the hips. So as we do this, draw the toes back, press, lift, anchor. Breathe. Touching presence as we collect our attention to the breath. Within this strong, centered pillar of light in the center of our being, our spine, bend the right knee, cross the right foot over the left leg. Wrap the left arm around that right shin. Make sure your left toes are drawn back and they're not turning, they're parallel. From here, instead of rounding, we ground down and lift and then look over the right shoulder. Feel and connect to sensation. Look inside. All that you need, you already possess. It's innate, it's within us. The practices of yoga remind us and allow us to hold both. Holding both the pain and the joy. Holding both the centeredness and the not so centeredness. Making space for it all. Feel the comfort of your belly moving towards your thigh and away from your thigh. Noticing the quiet between the breaths as we tune into the subtleties present. As we tune into the subtlety of our breath and the pauses between the breaths, we temporarily invite the mind to suspend its thoughts. The thinking mind suspended. Inhale back through the center. Unwind. After all that heat, a nice grounded seated twist is super centering and solid. So take a moment to feel that when you come back into the symmetrical pose of Dandasana, staff. Breathing up and down the spine. And then bend the left knee, cross the left foot over the right leg there, and then wrap the right arm around. Instead of rounding, we roll the pelvis slightly forward to lift through the sternum, and then look and revolve over that left shoulder. Soften the face, soften the jaw. Feel this regulation that's happening as we touch ground, feeling into what is solid. Touching presence, as we collect our attention to the breath. And noticing the pauses between the breaths, allowing the mind to temporarily suspend thought. And slowly unwind, extend both legs. Fingertips tent and steeple, draw the belly back. Imagine my arms wrapping around you and giving you a little hug into the ribs, feeling that connection. Fingertips anchor, flex feet, flex ankles, draw toes back. Imagining a pillar of light at the center of the spine, breathing up and down that pillar of light. We'll bend the knees here now, drawing the heels in a bit. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, fold it forward. Now we bend the knees so we can feel the connection of our belly against our thighs. And we want that compression so we're not collapsed. We want to breathe length out of our low spine. And then as we exhale, we surrender our hearts. Feel the breath in your back body. Now, you may notice after a few moments, your heels do want to come further forward. Great. Allow them to do so if that's feeling right for you. You're going to feel if there's a restriction and just back off a little bit. You're still gaining the benefits of the forward fold, the introverting aspects, the soothing of the abdomen, nourishing our organs and the backs of the lungs, especially the lower portions of our lungs. We're breathing, able to access them. Grounding down, we rise. You may be invited naturally to raise the arms high. It might feel really nice to do that here. Again, pillar of light, center of spine. Exhale to the heart. We'll make our way onto our back now, so you can scooch your way forward. And we're having so much fun. There's never enough time. I could really teach all day long. So maybe I'll do that someday. Teach a much longer class and invite you to it. But for right now, this is what we have. So that's great. Reaching forward slowly. Make your way to the mat. Give your knees a hug. Rock yourself side to side. Get this out of the way for a little bit here. Okay. Rock yourself. Hug the right knee in, lengthen your left leg long. As you do this, let go of the collarbones. Bring the left knee back in, then switch. See if you can allow the earth to receive your weight as you let go into it. Let go of the shoulders, head and neck. Let go of the collarbones. Let them soften. The area surrounding the collarbones is what I'm talking about. Letting that release, softening the chest. Bring both knees in here. Take your knees really wide, big toes touch at center, and then give yourself a nice rock. This is going to compress our back body organs in a really yummy way. And then you may feel like you want to stay here or happy baby. Always awesome to do, and it might not work for you. You might just want to stay here today. Totally fine. Maybe rocking here as well. Feel the grounding ability to simply release with gravity, letting go of your efforts. When you feel it's time, releasing, take any final gestures that may feel nice for you right now, and then we make our way into final relaxation, Shavasana. Legs and arms long, armpits open, palms facing up. Getting yourself settled, you may want to rock the heels, swish, swish, swish.
Maybe point and flex the feet, maybe the same for the head. Some little wiggles here before landing in stillness.
So making your way into final pose. And then when we get here, when we arrive, there's nothing else left that we need to do. This is our opportunity to receive the benefits of our practice as we lie in stillness. Each time you feel your natural breath, unforced and spontaneous, feel as though the earth is rising up to meet the body, caressing and moving through and along your curves and edges. And as you exhale, a deeper sense of letting go. Leaving behind the need to control the environment, your breath, body held and supported. Letting go into what is feeling solid, softening the eyes, let them rest at ease in their sockets. Softening the root of the tongue. Whole body rest. And gently beginning to bring the awareness back into your breath. Slowly moving your fingers and toes, gradually deepening your breath. Rocking and shifting with ease as though you're being gently rocked around in water, right? Gently. Eventually, we roll all the way over to the right or left side and enjoy a good 5 to 10 breaths here. Notice the womb like sensation of being in fetal posture, feeling safe, centered, joints stacked comfortably, and peeling up to a comfortable seat, aligning the crown over the base of the spine. And then again, we reclaim that sense of spaciousness, ease, and a stacked tall spine, pillar of light in our center. And if you can stay close to that imagery, imagining with each natural pulsation of your inhalation that brightness of the light getting a little brighter and moving from the center to the periphery. And as you breathe out, feeling a softening and condensing inward, light dimming a bit, light a bit brighter, light a bit dimmer. Feeling the insides of your being glowing bright. Join the palms together in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra, bowing the head. Just giving thanks for giving yourself this gift this morning to practice. May you enjoy the ripple effect of your efforts in all those you meet, all beings, and beyond. And may the light of 1,000 suns shine upon you. And may you walk with ease along your path. Namaste. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Um, I'm here if you have any questions. You can feel free to hit me up. Offering a variety of offerings here on YouTube and locally and beyond in different regions of the country, in the US and around the world. So if you are interested, you can check out the comment section in the description, and my website details are malaikayoga.com. And you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook as well. So again, thank you so much for following along, and I look forward to practicing with you again. Be well. Bye.